This is Chithonian Alliance here, bringing you a brand new video. Today we've got some insane news that is coming out of the legendary collections. Kaiba. It's actually kind of one of the best sets ever in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least one of the best reprint sets as far as I'm concerned. But it's really good. It's a really fantastic set, and I think this thing is going to sell by the truckloads for both casual and competitive players. If you're a casual player and you wanted to go into the competitive scene, this set might actually be well worth it for you. Though I wouldn't buy the collections itself. I would buy the singles that are inevitably going to pop out because they might not be that expensive. But there are several reprints that are really interesting, and I'm actually going to go over a couple of cards that I'm going to predict as of right now that might be in the set in the future. As the set comes out. We'll see how the releasing of certain reprints will go. I'm not going to predict too much on what cards are going to be in the set that we don't have. But we're just going to see what we're just going to jump out into the reprints because those are the most insane things. So first things first, though, we already knew that Lord of D, Dragon Revival Rhapsody, and to a lesser extent, Flute of Summoning Dragon was going to be in here somewhere. We obviously knew that these two cards were already confirmed, so we don't need to talk about those. But what is really interesting is that we have Ash Blossom, Winter Cherries, and Droll and Lockbird. Droll and Lockbird was already confirmed, and so is Ghost Ogre. But Ash Blossom and Winter Cherries are really good reprints, considering the fact that they're really good side deck cards. Winter Cherries doesn't have that steep of a price. It's $10 a copy, but having a reprint of it, it's still pretty good. I like to see the fact that all these hand traps are getting reprints, especially Ash Blossom, because everyone needs Ash Blossoms. I have two, and I want more than two. I want two playsets because I have a buddy of mine that plays the game competitively with me, and it's really cool that we're getting a reprint that's going to be accessible to a lot of players. So yeah. Fang and Critias is going to be in here, which is cool. Even though Fang and Critias already has a reprint, it's still going up in price in the way that the category. I would still assume that this is going to be a little bit of expensive, at least, because of the collector value behind this card. Raigeki is another fantastic reprint. It should shake the meta. It should shake the prices of Raigekis as of current. I think the rares are still clamoring the $18 to $20 price point, and that should knock it down to at least $15, maybe even less if we're lucky. And it should knock the other ones down, the secret rares and the ultra rares that isn't retro pack, down to about maybe $20. But we'll see. Lullaby of Obedience. This card doesn't have a reprint, and it's really good that it's getting one before this card becomes insanely expensive. It might actually already still be insanely expensive, but I haven't really looked at Lullaby of Obedience in that way. It's still really good. I think this card is fantastic, a fantastic reprint. Dragon Shrine. I'm really excited for the fact that despite Dragon Shrine getting a reprint in OTS 5 or 6, that it's getting an ultra or secret reprint. I think it was confirmed ultra rare, but I think secret would look nice for this card, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. The card is really fantastic. If you're planning on playing like the Pendulum FTK, you kind of need to play one of this card. And if you're playing Blue Eyes, this card's essential as a one of as well. So I'm really happy that this card is getting a reprint in that set, and that as far as I'm concerned. Delinquent Duo. This one was actually interesting. This one kind of threw me off a little bit when I saw this being reprinted. It doesn't have an errata as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, and I really hope they don't errata it. And that, just because it's getting reprinted is not a symbol that it's coming back to the game at all. But I like the fact that they're actually acknowledging the fact that this card is still very collectible among players. Plus, Go format is still relatively up there. It's a lot of expensive stuff for in Go format. So this card is one of them. So having a reprint for this card is really good. It's really welcome because it only has 3 prints in total, if I'm not mistaken. And this card is definitely going to be. This card is obviously welcome. Melody of the Awakened Dragon. This card is confirmed as a secret rare, which is really good. Because we have an ultra and we have a super, and I and we have a common, I think, and now we have a secret rare, which is going to look really nice. I really think that they should make this the guitar of this car of a Lord of D here secret rare foil. That would be really fantastic, and just make his armor and just make him secret rare. Don't worry about the background because that don't matter. Like I said, card in the mind. So again, the secret rare. We already knew this was going to come out. It was confirmed, like I think 2-3 months ago, that this was going to be a reprint in the set. So that's really cool. So if you ever wanted to play like True Dragon Demise or any Demise variants of your favorite decks, you could now do that. This card's insane. It's really done. Dragon's Ravine. This card only has one holo reprint, and it is a Super and Astro pack. And I think if they didn't reprint this card at some point, that card is going to be increasingly. It's just going to go up and up and up. The commons are still relatively cheap though, but the commons don't look as nice as the Super. So I almost bought an Italian playset for like $5 a piece. But Dragon's Ravine is really good. It's a really welcome reprint. I'm glad this card's here. So if you're playing Destrudo, this is going to be really fantastic. It would look nice. The secret rare is the secret or ultra rare that this card will look really nice with your super rare Destrudos that are confirmed to OTS 7. Ring of Destruction. We don't need to reprint a Ring of Destruction, but that's okay. It's going to be ultra. There are secrets and ultimate rares of this card that are still kind of on the low price, so I would hold off on this if you're wanting to pick one up, because there's still some pretty cheap ones out there that are really nice looking. That being said, it's cool. I like it. I'm not against it. Next, we have ABC Buster Dragon confirmed as a secret rare, and that is really cool. I think that would look fantastic as a secret rare. And at the end of the video, like I said, I'm going to go over predictions of what I think should be in here. But they should probably reprint the rest of the core now into the set as well. Make the rest of the core secret rare. That would look fantastic. But neither here nor there. ABC is a really good preprint. It settles at $4 though, so it's not terribly expensive, but it's good for those who want to pick up ABCs but don't want to pick up the $4 copies. And plus, secret are probably just going to look nicer overall anyway. XYZ-Dragon Cannon, again, we're probably going to get the reprint of the XYZ-Dragon fusion materials, which I'm not against. They're in here for nostalgia purposes, but it's really cool. I like this card. It's not a card that I play like competitively, but it's just a nice overall card. Beelze. I actually own one of these. In fact, it's one of my favorite synchros, if not my favorite synchro in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh. I've played this in a lot of decks in the past. It's really good that we're getting a reprint of this. This card's settling around $20 to $30. I think, and it's nice because it doesn't have a reprint, and the gold rare is starting to look kind of bad. Although this one gold rare isn't too bad though, I must admit. And we're getting Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is really cool because the commons were sitting around $3 to $4, and the max and the ultra rares were sitting around $10 to $12. Just roughly at their height. So getting another reprint of this card was going to be really good. This is either a symbol that we're keeping Ancient Fairy Dragon, or Ancient Fairy Dragon is actually up on the chopping block for the ban list. I hope it's not the latter. I hope it's not going to get banned, because Ancient Fairy Dragon is not that broken of a card. And it's only used in very specific decks, and those specific decks, I think at the moment, aren't even that good. So it's right now, it's just overall a pretty good card. I think it's a good reprint overall, so I like it. Like I said, there are cards that I would like to see reprinted in this set, like other than the ABC stuff. Unihanger would be pretty cool too. That being said, other cards that I would like to see get reprinted is Grinder Golem. The reason why I say Grinder Golem is because Grinder Golem only has 2 prints. It has a common and it has a super, and it's still really expensive, despite this card being one. So reprinting this card would be really nice. They might not reprint it simply because it is on the limited list, so, and it just got there, so it kind of look really stupid if they did that. That Grass Looks Greener does need a reprint. We only have this card's still $10, despite the fact that it's a 1-of, and it would actually just be really cool just to have this card as an ultra rare. It would be really nice. Another one going just down the list here. Limited removal. I guess that could be reprinted even though it just got one. Imperial Order would be nice. Having another reprint of that would be cool. Solemn Judgment would be really cool to have a reprint of that, because we don't have because Solemn Judgment hasn't been reprinted in a long time since it got banned. Don't need another Solemn Warning reprint, I don't think. Solemn Strike might be interesting to have a reprint in here as an ultra rare, but I don't know if they're going to do that. Of the ban cards, that would be really cool to see. Maybe, hopefully, probably not though. We're never going to get it. We're never going to get it, and we honestly should though. I really want Chaos Emperor Dragon to finally get its errata so he can finally play that card again. So just reprint it as an ultra rare or a secret rare, and give it to us. It's not that hard to do, Konami. Please do that. Everyone wants to play Ancient Fairy Dragon or Chaos Emperor Dragon again, and everyone wants a reprint of it. Anyway, Cyberstein. I think Cyberstein should get a different reprint, because there are only 2 reprints. One of them is a prize card, and the other one is sitting at $12. So having a reprint of this card would kind of just have it be like a $5 card, making it much more easier to get. Also, Go Control stuff. Go Control stuff. So cards like Heavy Storm, Giant Trinade, Mystical Space Typhoon, getting hollow reprints of Pot of Greed, Card Destruction, Graceful Charity, Mirage and Nightmare. Make this ultra. That would look actually kind of cool as an ultra. Snatch Steel. That would look sick as a secret, honestly. Premature Burial. I know that's not Go Control, but Chicken Game. Put Chicken Game. Make Chicken Game a secret. That would actually look fantastic. Trap Dust Shoe. Ultimate Offer. Make both these cards secrets. That would look nice. Like I said, it's a reprint set of 100 cards. So Metamorphosis, you got to have the Tried and True Metamorphosis be in there for Go Control to be where it's at. It's I don't think there's anything else that would need a reprint that would be necessary on the ban cards, as far as I know. But if we're going to talk about reprints that should happen, this should come out as with this errata finally. This should just get a reprint because there's only 2 prints of it, and one of them is a secret, or one of them is a prize card, and the other one's really expensive. Not really expensive, but just over time will be expensive. And just have Go Control stuff in here. That will make everybody happy, honestly. So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll have a link to the article that this is linked to. It wasn't working for me, so that's why I'm using this instead. Because I don't know why it just wouldn't let me access the link. But anyway, we're just going to right here. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Lens, signing out.